Nigeria, the campaign for youth leadership in different levels is gaining momentum daily. In this next interview with the Commissioner for Youth and Political Participation of the Pan-African Youth Union, an organ of the African Union, Oladele John spoke on why the youth hold the key to Nigeria's future and greatness. He also explained why there is a massive mobilization for our youthful governor to be president in 2023. Thank you for joining us. So, how significant is the role of youth in the agenda of the African Union?
Thank you very much. Like you rightly know, the future belongs to the youth. Today is the tomorrow of yesterday. Therefore, every plans and programs of the African Union is aimed and geared towards the African youth, most especially their programs, the AU Agenda 2063. All these are programs and aims of the African Union in having the Africa we want in the nearest future. And we are focusing programs for the future. Indirectly, you are planning for those who will take charge of that future. The leaders we have today are planning for the tomorrow of the current youth that we have. So obviously the youth of Africa are very, very important to the African Union government, I mean the Commission. The areas of importance is because across the globe, you know that the African continent pride itself with having majority of its citizens as young people. In the African continent today, over 70% of the population are young people.
What is your opinion about the youth taking up leadership roles in 2020?
Of course, by my position and mandate at the African Union, not just only in Nigeria, but across the African continent, you know, we've had this series of sit-tight syndrome, situations where we have old people ruling most of the countries in Africa. So I was given the mandate to sensitize and galvanize the African youth towards taking over the leadership of the respective member states. But coming from Nigeria, Nigeria is more like my home. Nigeria is my home, and it is important that charity should begin at home. So come 2023, I'm not just of the opinion, I am in the advocacy, I am in the drive of having a young person becoming president, and not just becoming president, but taking over governance at all levels, from the local government to the states of assembly, to the national assembly, to state governorship seats, and even the president of this country. So I am in the advocacy and in the sensitization drive for having a younger person becoming president and taking leadership of this country come 2023.
Why are Nigerians, especially women and the youth, massively asking Kogi State Governor Yahaya Bello to participate actively in 2023 politics?
It's not by mistake that the Nigerian youth and women are currently across the country, across the 6 geopolitical zones, rallying and calling on Governor Yahaya Bello to become president come 2023. It's not by mistake. When you follow his track record, when you follow the things he has done in Kogi State, one, starting from the fact that as of today, he's the youngest governor in Nigeria. So that gives him an edge over any other person vying for this position. So what it means is that he's in his second time, and so he has gathered a lot of experience in governance and policy making of the state, and not just in any state, but a state as diverse in ethnic and religious as Kogi State. Within the last 6 years of his administration in Kogi State, Governor Yahaya Bello has also won various awards in terms of women and youth empowerment and involvement in governance. The Nigerian Women's Society has given him an award as the he for she and the most female sensitive governor in Nigeria. At the same time, the Nigerian youth, under various groups, the National Youth Council of Nigeria and many other youth groups, even NANS, has given him an award as the most youth-friendly governor in Nigeria. And when you look at these agitations across the 6 geopolitical zones in the country, you look at it that the Nigerian youth are now tired of taking the back seat. They are now more interested in taking the driver's seat of this country. When taking the driver's seat of this country, they don't want to lose the opportunity of just throwing up any candidate. But a lot of factors must be looked at. What is the age of the person we are going to support? What is his experience in governance and policy formulation? 3, what are his track record? Is he someone that will say, I will do, or somebody that will tell you, I have done, and I have done? So if you see the youth and women who constitute the largest percentage of the voting strength of this country calling and demanding that Yahaya Bello becomes the next president, it is because of this achievement that he has done in Kogi State, thereby putting the youth forward in the state. If you go to Kogi State today, across the cabinet and even the parastatals and agencies of Kogi State, I can tell you reliably that over 70% of those who are in the appointed positions in Kogi State or who are running Kogi State are below 40. When you talk about women involvement in governance, going by the current achievement of the governor, you talk about the SSG, who is a woman, the head of service, who is a woman, and so many other persons, other females in the appointed positions. When you look at even the ADC, very unique in this country, the first governor and the youngest governor to have appointed a female ADC is unique, and this has come to show that if this man becomes president, this is the same trend is going to follow. So obviously, having Yahaya Bello as a president is having the Nigerian youth taking the driver's seat of the country, is having the Nigerian youth taking charge of the cabinet and the running of this country, which also connotes some of the facts I have mentioned earlier, that when you look back, judging from 1960 till now, when Nigeria got her independence, most of the legacy projects that we have in this country are projects done by people when they were younger, when they were young, and when they were ruling this country.
All right. So, do you believe in Governor Yahaya Bello? Do you think he can lead the country effectively?
Of course. One of the reasons why we, the youth leaders and women across the country, are calling on Governor Yahaya Bello to be president is because we have seen, based on his achievement in Kogi State, that he has possessed the attributes of a leader that we want, a leader of our generation, a president of our generation, a president that can sit among presidents of other nations and the country will be proud of. That is the things we have seen in him. He has involved youth in the political system in Kogi State. He has involved women in the political system of Kogi State. Interestingly, he has also been able to unify Kogi State. And like I said, Kogi is a mini Nigeria. Fortunately for us, even the country Nigeria was bettered in Kogi State by the coming together of the River Niger and River Benue, merging to form what we call the confluence state. So what it therefore means is that Nigerians are calling on her mother, which is the Kogi State now, to become president come 2023. And you know the role women play, mothers play in the society. If truly we see Nigeria as, if we see Kogi State as the mother of Nigeria from where Nigeria was bettered, I think it is time we give that state and even the young man manning the affairs of that state, who has demonstrated with his capacity that he is capable, he's competent, he's ready and more prepared, and has been equipped in the last 6 years to be able to man the affairs of this country.
Your final word for the Nigerian youths?
Of course, for the Nigerian youth, the time where we sit on social media lament, the time where we sit on social media complain, the time where we raise placards like the NSAS protesting is over. We have an opportunity come 2023 to leave the complaining seat and be in the functioning seat of this country. So I encourage the Nigerian youth first to get registered, because the power you have in determining who rules you is in your capacity to have the chance to vote. Therefore, I encourage you to get registered now that INEC has commenced the continuous voters registration. Secondly, as of today in Nigeria, there is nothing like independent candidacy. So you must belong to a political party. I also encourage you to join a political party. Why joining a political party? Let's look within our political party and support younger people for the president of this country and even the other political positions in this country. You cannot make a change from outside. You must be inside.